So 2 shark movies this weekend, 2 shark reviews. You get one on one side of the spectrum, and the other one is Dangerous Animals. Let's review. Dangerous Animals stars Jai Courtney, Hassie Harrison, and is directed by Sean Byrne. What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2025 review. I am here dog sitting again for my son, and it's only fitting. You know, the 2 reviews I do at my son's house are shark movies, and it just so happens Jaws is a big part of our relationship with each other, amongst, you know, so many other things. But my son loves Jaws with all of his heart, just like I do. We have a tradition where we watch Jaws every single year. On July 4th or somewhere around there, he comes over, I barbecue, and we watch Jaws. You know, last year we watched the 4K. A couple years ago we saw it in the theater. And it's a family tradition. Just me, that's me and my son. That's what we do. So I guess, Michael, this one's for you. This is for my son. And he should definitely watch this movie. He hasn't seen it right now. Right now he's on vacation. I'm not going to tell you where he's at. Not that it matters. But yeah, we are going to review Dangerous Animals. I would say the return of Jai Courtney, just because the guy's career has had some highs, a lot of lows, but he is fantastic in this movie. But not just him. We have Hassie Harrison, who I've never seen before, but my God, she looks so much like the love child of Jennifer Lawrence and Jessica Lange. I drew a blank. For some reason, I couldn't think of Jessica Lange's name. But yeah, I loved Hassie Harrison in this as well as Jai Courtney. So, you know what? Let's dive in. Let's give you a quick plot synopsis for Dangerous Animals. You know what? This is one of those premises where I think the less you know, the better, because it's irresistible. But I think most of you, if you've heard about this movie, you've probably heard about the gimmick. Yes, you know it's a shark movie. I'm going to tell you the little gimmick, and this is established right away in the movie, okay? So if you don't want to know the gimmick, I don't think it's a spoiler or anything, okay? Because it's more of a survival movie than anything with sharks, all right? I'm telling you right now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, not a spoiler, but the gimmick is Jai Courtney plays this real son of a bitch by the name of Tucker, and who has a very troubled past. And he gets his kicks off of torturing people by feeding them to sharks. And he goes as far as videotaping them. This is stuff that is in the trailer. But he videotapes them on VHS, which is cool, retro, right? He gets his kicks off of analog, right? A lot of us do that. So he just does it in a really sadistic way. So you have this character by the name of Zephyr. She is the main character of the movie. She establishes this romance with this young guy by the name of Moses. And so eventually she gets kidnapped by Tucker. Like I said, Tucker is planning on feeding his victims to sharks, and she has to get out of this mess. That's pretty much the basic premise of the movie. Let's talk about that premise real quick. I think it is so refreshing to have a shark movie that is unique, because it seems like most of them, you know, less or more, have kind of the same type plot, right? You know, we're there for people going on vacation, and the sharks get loose or whatever, and they get attacked. This has a unique spin on it because we have a unique, very interesting character who likes to torture people, like psychologically, before he actually feeds them to the sharks. You know, he even kidnaps them and keeps them there for a while. It reminds me of that movie Fresh. You remember that movie with Sebastian Stan, which is also very good? Similar premise, except in this case, he's not like selling their meat. He's actually giving their meat to sharks. And while we're on that subject, Jai Courtney is phenomenal in this role. He is exceptional. He is amazing. And I have never seen Jai Courtney do a part like this. He usually plays the good guy. Maybe he should just stick to bad guys, because damn, he does a great job playing a sadistic, screwed in the head bad guy. So he's phenomenal. But then you also have Hassie Harrison. Never seen her in anything before, but you know, I am the guy that likes to overblow things, I guess. Is that the right word? That doesn't sound good. I guess amplify things. But let me just say right now, this character, Zephyr, is, I think, one of the best final girls within the last probably decade. She is so freaking feisty, and she just has this attitude that we love in movies. She doesn't care about anything. She's always putting survival in front of fear. Immediately she's thinking about ways to get out as soon as she is kidnapped. You love her, but she's also got a heart. She wants to help other people. I'm not going to tell you if and how many other people are in the room with her, but I will say she wants to help everybody. She's not just about herself. This is the type of character that we root for so much, and she delivers. You want her to survive so bad because she's just so likable. And I'm telling you, this character, us horror fans, we remember things. We remember if a character really stands out in a movie. And I'm going to tell you right now, horror fans will never forget Zephyr. She is that good in this movie. This is a great character. And to offset her, you have Tucker, Jai Courtney, who is a perfect villain. So this movie is just flat out amazing on that front. Let's talk about shark action real quick. I would say every time the sharks present themselves, it is very menacing. They are realistic as hell. This is the opposite of the movie I reviewed yesterday, Into the Deep. That movie was absolutely atrocious in every way. You could even compare that movie to this movie in terms of characters, direction, cinematography. This is how you do it right. That's how you do it wrong. And some of this stuff isn't really budget type stuff. This is, thinking outside the box, figuring out the best way to frame a shot, to execute an action sequence, to scare an audience. Sean Byrne is so damn creative. He is an amazing director. He directed The Devil's Candy, and I believe he directed The Loved Ones. I know he was behind that movie. I'm thinking he did direct it. I love those movies immensely. I remember when I first discovered The Loved Ones, and I was just spreading the word about it on Killer Flicks. And it's one of those movies that has kind of lived on. No, I'm not taking credit for how, for people finding out about the movie. Although maybe a little bit, because I did, I reviewed the movie. I've had a lot of people comment stating that, hey, thank you for recommending this movie. So, you know what? I don't like taking credit for things, but I'll take credit for that. Why not? Sean Byrne is just the type of director that horror needs. He is so good. And again, he has really proven himself with this movie. As far as cons, there are absolutely none. Not a single freaking con in this entire movie. It is a full meal of a movie. I guarantee you will be satisfied. You will be surprised. You will be rooting for characters. And you will, most importantly, have a blast with this movie. It's bloody. It doesn't hold back. It's creative. I can't recommend it enough. And I reserve this rating for rare occasions, but I'm going to give this a freaking Trapped on an Island. It is that damn good. And again, opposite ends of the spectrum. Into the Deep, I almost give that a Looped in Hell. It was that bad of a movie. This is the best shark movie, I think, at least since The Shallows. It might be freaking top 3, top 5 greatest shark movies I've ever seen. It's that good. Yeah, and that's not saying much because I don't think there are millions of amazing shark movies. There's some good ones, but this was amazing. So I can't wait for you guys to check out this movie when you get a chance. And this year's starting to amp up. We're getting some good stuff now. Bring Her Back was amazing. There's been some nice surprises, and I'm hoping that we can maintain this momentum throughout the rest of the year. Okay, so let me know what you guys think of Dangerous Animals when you see it. Be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day on Fridays. We do Fear for Fridays. Follow my Drumdums on my socials, Premium Patreon, become a channel member, buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and Drumdum out.